Let's talk about one of the most dangerous habits on our side. Something so subtle, we don't even realize we're doing it. It's the casual, constant use of the term the left. Now, I get it. It feels like convenient shorthand, left versus right, liberals versus conservatives, that old political spectrum we've all been taught to believe in. But here's the thing, that spectrum is a complete lie. It's not just false, it's a trap. It forces us to frame every issue as if we're just choosing between two flavors of opinion. As if truth and falsehood, order and chaos, good and evil are just personal preferences. And that's exactly how the madness spreads. By calling it the left, we make it sound like it's just a different viewpoint. Legitimate, respectable, maybe even worth considering. It's not. It's wrong. It's insane. And in many cases, it's pure evil. Let me give you an example. A man says he's a woman. He demands access to women's bathrooms, women's prisons, women's sports. He insists that you affirm his delusion or be punished. Is this just the left? No. It's a big fat lie. And when you call it leftist, you give it structure. You give it standing. You turn insanity into ideology. You let it sit at the table as if it deserves to be there. It doesn't. It belongs outside with the rest of the trash. Here's the real danger. Once you buy into the left versus right dichotomy, you stop judging things by whether they're true and start judging them by where they land on the line. Oh, I guess drag queens reading to kids is just something on the left. Wrong. It's not left. It's predatory. Oh, I guess aborting babies is just their position on reproductive rights. Wrong. It's murder. The language currently being employed flattens the moral universe. It takes objective eternal truths and makes them sound like opinions. It turns perversion into expression, blasphemy into progress, and delusion into identity. This isn't just semantics, it's warfare, linguistic warfare. And the left, yes, that's what they also call themselves, understands it perfectly. They've spent decades reprogramming language, redefining words like man, woman, marriage, freedom, justice, even reality itself. And now the right is playing along. They say gender-affirming care, we say trans surgery. They say choice, we say abortion. They say minor attracted persons, and we still call them progressive. Why? Could it be because we're afraid to call it what it is? Evil? Because we think calling it left is safer, more polite? But that's not just weak, it's collaboration. If we're serious about defending truth, we have to stop pretending this is about politics. This is not left versus right. This is truth versus falsehood. Sanity versus delusion. Yes, light versus darkness. And here's the thing. This didn't used to be political at all. Even atheists used to believe in facts. Even liberals used to know what a woman was. But now they've thrown out truth entirely. It's not just there is no God. It's there's no reality. And we're still out here talking about the political spectrum. Still pretending that people who think they're the opposite gender are just far left. Still acting like this is a policy disagreement. No, this is a war, a spiritual war. People of faith should know this more than anyone else. God never gave a spectrum. He gave commandments. He gave law. He gave truth and warned what happens when it's rejected. There is no middle ground between truth and falsehood. There is no compromise between male and female. There is no neutral position when children are being mutilated, when lies are being codified, when evil is being paraded through the streets like a virtue. So stop calling it the left. Stop giving this madness the dignity of ideology. Stop giving it a place at the table. It's not leftist to say men can breastfeed. It's not leftist to say kids can change sex. It's not leftist to teach porn in schools. It's insanity. It's perversion. It's war against reality. And when you call it left, you help it hide. Instead, call it what it is. Call it evil. Call it confusion. Call it rebellion, cowardice, or madness. But don't call it just the other side. Because the truth is not one end of a spectrum. The truth is a rock, unmoving, unchanging. And everything else is either built on it or shattered by it. So speak like it, fight like it, and stop giving ground, especially with your words. Because in the end, this isn't about politics. It's about truth. And there is no left or right when it comes to truth. There is only right or wrong.